There are so many koalas in need of care from the Australian bushfires. Why not train dogs to use their super sniffers to find them? Today, I am here to talk to you about the Australian bushfires and how damaging it was for the population of koalas. The remaining koalas are being found by special rescue dogs. The fires are quite a big deal and should be known around the world, as well as the stories of these amazing canines. However, fact-checking each story and being able to analyze it is vital to know if the source is truthful or not. Let's start with talking about the Australian bushfires themselves and why they are so destructive to the koalas. According to an article by CBS News, 300,000 koalas were killed, mostly in New South Wales, which is the biggest part affected by these fires. CBS says it is estimated that a third of New South Wales koala population has died, while numbers are higher in other states. The reason why these koalas have been affected so much is because koalas themselves are slow movers, which don't allow them to escape the fires as fast as other different animals in Australia. Another source stated that only 1,000 koalas have been killed, which is a drastic decrease in this number stated from CBS News. Not only are the koalas affected, but also animals and humans. CBS stated that millions of animals had also been killed or displaced in the massive fires. According to Kaitlin Etma from NBC in San Diego, the fires have killed 28 people and more than 2,600 houses. However, a different source by CBC Radio states that only 27 people were killed and more than 2,000 homes were burned. Now that you're aware of the destruction of the fires and how it affects the koala population as well as others, we'll talk about the different dogs that rescued these koalas. Here are a couple visuals to show you exactly where the fires have spread since the 7 days in December, and where the most populated areas in Australia of the koala population are, and where these rescue dogs are actually sniffing them out and getting survived koalas. So these dogs are especially trained to sniff out the koala droppings from koalas that are still in Australia but are in desperate need of care. Our first team of dogs is Tommy, Emma, and Becky. They are all Springer Spaniels, and they are trained by Steve Austin, who has 30 years of training experience. According to CBS News, Steve Austin tells CBS News the beauty of the dog is it's got no bias. It won't go, oh, well, can't be a koala over there. There has to be a koala over there. According to CBS News, Austin tells them that his team has rescued 16 koalas so far. Another dog is Bear. Before Bear's current career to save koalas, he was abandoned due to his obsessive-compulsive disorder, also known as OCD. He has now sniffed out 20 to 40 koalas before fires have even spread, and all the stories about these koala detection dogs seem somewhat true to the source, not only because of the personal interviews with the trainers, but also because of the consistent information given across each news article. But what is true about the information of the Australian bushfires themselves? Data and information given about the fires are not the same throughout each story. Keep in mind, articles are published in different times. For example, Forbes was published during the start of the bushfires back in late 2019. CBS article was published later, so the numbers will not be as identical to Forbes article. The data given about the numbers of humans and homes that have been destroyed range from article to article, which can be identified as bias. We do not know the true facts about the numbers, but the numbers are fairly close. True data about the numbers of human kills are one number off between NBC and CBC. However, data given about the numbers of homes destroyed between both NBC and CBC are a large-scale difference. This could identify potential bias in both articles. After learning about the fascinating stories of these rescue dogs and being aware of the variation of information about the Australian fires, I hope you can keep a skeptical look on any false information, but also learn at the same time. We have talked about the Australian bushfires and how they affected not only koalas but humans and other animals as well. We were able to learn about these extraordinary rescue dogs that are helping decreasing koala population. In addition to all those things, we were able to practice fact-checking through each source to find any false or changing information through each platform. Now you can share with others about these koala detection dogs as well as reading the news, knowing that there might be false information or bias.